Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your buddy Eagle Brev, and I'm back with another Borderlands 3 Legendary Weapons Guide. Today, guys, we have a pretty unique and different type of Maliwan shotgun for you, known as the Vosk's Deathgrip. If you guys want to see the Loot Lemon Certified Godroll weapon card, I will put that on the screen here, man. Now, this weapon is a Mayhem level 4 and up weapon, so if you guys are not on Mayhem level 4, unfortunately, you guys cannot get this weapon, so you have to be at least Mayhem level 4 for this to drop for you. But if you do get it, man, this thing is pretty freaking interesting. The one you want to go for is the plus 425% weapon damage. The one I'm running is only a plus 400, but it still does quite a bit of damage. You guys are going to see that in the gameplay coming up. So, of course, we're going to show you guys how to get the Vosk's Deathgrip, who we're going to be farming. Then we're going to go through the wiki, show you guys some gameplay, and give you our rating at the end. So to get this weapon, we're going to be fast traveling to Pandora, primarily the Great Vault. We're going to be farming the boss known as Troy Calypso. Now, Troy does have a 30% drop rate. You can also get this from the Valkyrie Squad or Wotan, but their drop rates are a lot less than Troy's. Troy does have a 30% drop rate on the Vosk's Deathgrip. And again, you guys do have to be on Mayhem level 4 at least for this weapon to drop. So there it is, man. There's the drop again, 30% chance. Easy. Mayhem level 4, that will be the only way you could get this thing to drop. But there it is, man. There's the drop. Now let's go ahead and jump into the wiki and show you guys some gameplay. Vosk's Deathgrip is a legendary shotgun in Borderlands 3 manufactured by Maliwan. It can be obtained as a drop from Troy Calypso in the Great Vault on Pandora and the Valkyrie Squad in Wotan the Invincible in Midnight's Cairn when Mayhem Mode 4 is active. The special weapon effects, the red text says, "A good death is its own reward." It does come in any element: corrosive, incendiary, radiation shock, or cryo. Fires a volley of projectiles that create beams of the weapon's element. Alternative firing mode fires a disc that creates a singularity. So you guys can see, man, as I'm using this thing, it basically creates kind of like a net of just beams that if the enemy runs through those beams, it's doing quite a bit of damage, but the enemies are able to move out of the beams and not take damage. The usage description says, Vosk's Deathgrip is effective as a crowd control weapon. Both firing modes produce projectiles that activate at the same distance if nothing is directly hit, so the Vosk's Grasp Singularity may be used to keep more mobile enemies in the area of the beam's effect for a longer period of time. It is also very effective against slower and larger enemies who cannot escape the area of effect of the beams as quickly and will be hit by many of them at once. Now, the Singularity portion, you guys can see I am firing that and giving that a shot as well. That isn't really the best. I mean, it does pull enemies kind of towards the orb. However, it's nothing like a Quasar grenade or anything like that, so it's nothing too crazy, but it still is okay. If it's in the area, then, you know, it'll pull them in, but the radius of that is pretty minimal. But you can see, though, dudes, as I'm going through this, when they are in the beams, I am noticing this thing doing a lot of damage. Now, I am also running flak with fadeaway, and I don't know if those beams hit crits 100% of the time with fadeaway active. I would assume so. So maybe that's what's doing a lot of damage, but it is absolutely melting when you could finally get those enemies in that beam radius. Now, we've been rating every legendary that we've come across on a scale from common to legendary, basically a scale from 1 to 5, and this is going to be solely based on my experience with it. Of course, you can probably melt quite a bit with this if you have some elemental effect damage builds, things like that. So take that with a grain of salt. This is really just my experience with it. But for the Vosk's Deathgrip, I'm going to give this an Eagle Brev certified rare rating on this weapon. The one downfall is, of course, the enemies that are moving in and out. You can't really track them. The Singularity is okay, but it doesn't really pull them in too much. However, when they do get in that beam, it absolutely melts. It absolutely shreds through their armor, their health. It's just getting them to that point that's a little bit difficult. So that's my rating. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the Vosk's Deathgrip, what your rating is on a scale from common to legendary. I'm curious, man. You guys might have some awesome builds out there that absolutely melt with this thing. Also, the majority of you guys have yet to subscribe, man, so hit the sub button. We are on the road to 3K subs, almost there, so appreciate you guys for subbing up. Also, if you guys do not know, we're not going to leave it off here, man. We're going to show you what this thing does against Captain Trant at the end. And with Trant being a big, tanky, slow-moving enemy, yeah, it absolutely melts Trant. You'll see that in the gameplay coming up, so stick around at the end of the video for that. And, of course, dudes, really appreciate you for stopping by, as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.